There is a competition underway that is seeking to revolutionize the way the poorest of the poor learn, with a $15 million prize money attached to it. It's no ordinary competition. And Matt Keller from the United States is joining us. He's the Senior Director of Prize Operations at XPrize. So, Matt, tell us a little bit about why XPrize, which is known mostly for space exploration, why has it turned its back on space for this competition, back to Earth, focusing on education?
Right, yeah. For years, XPrize has focused on space exploration, on oceans cleanup, on medical devices that can scan a body to find out what sickness or disease a person may have. And for years, let's call those the hard sciences. And for years, they thought about how to do a prize based on, the social side. How can we make a difference in a different part of a person's experience? And they thought for a long time, and around the time they were ready to really do this, Nicholas Negroponte and I had been doing some work in Ethiopia on technology and learning. And they came to the conclusion that literacy was the key, was the ticket for every child to escape a life of poverty. Looked at the work we did, thought this was an interesting idea, and we built a prize based on that. And that's where the genesis of this idea came from.
South Africa's Elon Musk is on the board of XPrize, and is this something that is very close to his heart, where XPrize is going to be working a lot in Africa, rolling out some of the trials in sub-Saharan Africa?
Yeah, he's involved in XPrize. We have, XPrize is an interesting organization. We're based in Los Angeles, California, but it's really kind of a Silicon Valley-based NGO. We have a lot of support from Google, obviously from Elon Musk of the world, and others who are committed to using technology as a way to transform people's lives for the better. And I know that Elon Musk had just tweeted, in fact, last week, saying something that, support the Global Learning XPrize, illiteracy is the wellspring of poverty. So I know he's supportive of it, as are other members. I think they're really keenly interested in seeing this succeed.
Why is putting such a massive prize together such a unique way of solving the world's problems?
Because the foundation model, where lots of nonprofits or NGOs participate in, is based on past performance for a specific organization with the promise of incremental change in the future. And foundations give them money. And it's really a model that doesn't promise transformative change in any dramatic way. The prize model, and is one that promises a huge reward for future performance, not based on anything, just based on the power of an individual's or a team's idea. And that model goes back a long way. 300 years ago, people could not figure out how to measure longitude. And King of England was so concerned about this that he put up a $10 million prize, first to figure out how to measure longitude. Ships were being wrecked, people were dying, treasure was lost. And a clockmaker, Bristol, England, the most unlikely person in the world, won the prize. He figured out how to measure longitude. So the reason I tell that story is that the most unlikely people come up with the greatest ideas. It's just if they're asked to participate. The second is that lots of people participate and spend lots of money to win a prize. So your return on investment can be by a factor of 10 or 50 or 100. So it's a very unique and interesting model.
So let's just get into the real nuts and bolts of the prize. Tell us how people can enter and the timeline involved, and what type of people and organizations you see entering.
Yeah, so we have we announced the prize in September at the United Nations. We closed the registration period on March 31st this year, so teams have 3 more months to register. And you register simply by going to learning.xprize.org, learning.xprize.org, and you register yourself or a team, and you have a couple of months to put your team together, and then we ask for a $500 entrance fee to really compete, to show you're serious about this. And you've 18 months once you register to develop a software solution and a content solution. So it's the development of software and content designed to bring children from illiteracy to literacy in 18 months. So teams have until March 31st to register at learning.xprize.org. They have 18 months to develop software and content designed to bring children from illiteracy to literacy in 18 months. And then after that period of submission, we down select top 5 teams. So each of the 5 finalists gets $1 million US, and the winner gets 10 million US.
Now, you recently had a crowdfunding initiative to raise $500,000 US. How did that process go, and what will that money go towards?
Right. So our goal was 500,000. We raised $1 million. So we're fully funded for this prize, and that money will go towards more kids, more sites in East Africa. And the reason that we wanted more kids and more sites is because we want to make this as statistically accurate as we can. We want to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that this solution was the cause for children teaching themselves and each other how to read, write, and do mathematics. So really this prize is to say to people, can you come with a technology that allows children to teach themselves and each other how to read, write, and do basic mathematics without any adult help, without any adult supervision, just the child himself?
So have you received many entrants from Africa and South Africa so far?
We have about 300 teams signed up already from 60 countries around the world. 70 of those teams are from Sub-Saharan Africa, and about a half dozen teams are from South Africa. One, in fact, from Cape Town signed up not too long ago.
And your foundation it's more than just a prize. It's a community. Am I correct?
That's correct. I mean, especially around this prize, what we're trying to do is build community through the open source community, especially because this is an open source prize. The thinking is that, when you have a community of passionate people behind an idea, things can change. And I think the open source nature of this prize, the objective of this prize, and the kinds of people that will compete, I think by the end of this, you can see, I think, a sea change in the way people view how children learn.